Welcome back, everyone, to Sanity Lost, another show where I forgot what was happening.
That makes
Just
at least two of us.
That makes
Nah.
at least three of us.
What are we doing?
anime.
Exactly.
All right, there we go. The world ended, and now we are going to play. This was all just a random ploy. We are playing today Raccoon Sky Pirates.
Ooh,
No.
that sounds fun.
Yeah.
I bought it. I do want to play it eventually, but I have to finish reading the rules.
Tips unlock it.
It also has a lot of like physical pieces, so I need to find out how to get it into. Oh, this is great. My mic isn't recording. Hold on. Let's just
Recording
click
in
this,
progress.
Click this. And now it's recording. Cool. So I'll get that fixed later. That's right, everyone. We're doing it live. It's really weird because it did record yesterday and there was no problems. And I turned everything on in the same order today. So I don't know why Audacity changed itself because it still hasn't been updated since I downloaded it.
12 years ago.
I have, let's see, I have version 2.1.3 of Audacity.
Meanwhile, Audacity is at least at 3.5.
So you have?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know. There was a fear at one point that Audacity, like, that it was going to, like, record conversations or whatever. And, like, now, like, being on the internet, it's like, okay, that's just silly. Like, why do that when they can just have AI scan our computers live? But,
I mean, you probably have a mic that's live almost all the time in the form of your phone.
I know. I don't know. I choose weird things to hyper-focus on and get freaked out about. And so, but, it's fun. I don't know, today, and I think I kind of just talked myself out of it just from the past 2 days. I was like, I wonder, would it be super difficult to switch over to Linux? Would I even be able to run it? And I'm like, I can't even get a randomizer to work in a program. What makes it think I'm going to be able to run Linux?
I mean, you could probably run one of the desktop Linux variants, but
Yeah.
it's also what is it that you're trying to do, and does it make sense for the workload that you're trying to run?
Yes.
Probably not.
For streaming purposes,
I just don't want Copilot on my computer. That's what it really comes down to. And
you can
there's too much work.
You can uninstall that.
Yeah, but
You
I
might-
also have to uninstall Edge.
You might have to
'Cause it's
uninstall it a couple of
integrated into
times, but
Edge. Yeah. So I also don't want to upgrade to Windows 11. That's the other thing I don't want to do.
I am so glad I can technically still revert my computer back to Windows 10 if I wanted to.
Yeah. So
I have 3 Windows 11
I don't
PCs
know.
in my house. Currently.
I'm sorry.
yeah.
If they do what they're supposed to do, that's really about all that I want from them.
Yeah, I have 2, so the pain of having to click the toolbar, click search, and wait 30 seconds for it to decide to finally load up.
Oh,
I don't generally have that happen, but
I'm exaggerating a little bit, but because it wants to do like, oh, here's some AI tools, and we need to like load this information stuff. I'm just like, I just want to get to my programs, please.
I've got all that stuff turned off. But I mean, most of the stuff I do on all of them is Steam and OBS and streaming tools that are mostly pinned.
Yeah.
I should do that.
As I said, brain hyper focuses on really stupid things because brain is silly. But this silly brain is also what is creating all this madness. That I forgot. But anyway, are we ready to dive in? Or to anime, what do you think about AI on your computer? If it's not data, you don't want it?
I just don't want it, yeah. I'm good.
I hear AI is bringing hot chocolate in its next release.
I need a death to AI.
Wasn't hot chocolate the name of the mod for... I remember this in Game Informer years ago for... shoot, what was it called? The Grand Theft Auto... The San Andreas, I think that's what... Didn't they have like a mod called Hot Chocolate or something?
No earthly
Hot
idea.
coffee.
Hot coffee?
Yes, that's what you're thinking of.
I just remember reading it in Game Informer, and they're like, "Can you believe they're doing these with the mods now?" And I'm like, I don't even know how to download a mod. I technically still am terrible at it. For someone who does so much computer stuff online, I really know nothing. So it is why I can't be like Blackjack. I can't be a VTuber because it would just constantly break.
No, you could. It's really simple.
That's what they said about the randomizer I was trying to install. I still couldn't. We were here for like 20 minutes before you guys got on the call, and I was like, do this, and then it worked. I'm like, why didn't it just say that? It probably did,
It did
but I'm
kind
just...
of. It just wasn't blatantly obvious, and
Yeah, well, you know what's blatantly obvious? There's elves outside of the school. Hold on, I lost the music program. Found the music. There's elves outside of the school. That's right. It's nighttime. You guys went down to the Newfoundland Hotel to go get a fuse to fix the power generators, which you did get, but then you saw a blue man of maybe a part of the Blue Man crew, maybe not, but you make it back to the school, fix everything. There's some fun information stuff that's happening. I believe Benny is able to get onto the computer that he took from the old man's place.
Carbuncle.
Yes, Leonard Carbuncle. And found a bunch of different documents of what Whams was. Hopefully you guys kept better notes than I did to what I told you. But the big thing was that he is connected to Nicole Strum. And that he was there while Whams was being built. So, and while that's going on, we have Jack, who we learn is pretty close to the Druckers. Which the fun thing is, I think, now that I'm sitting here looking at it, I think that Ashley and Will de-aged. They got recast in the middle of the show because, like, I think originally they were supposed to be like around 16-ish years old, and for some reason I feel like Ashley all of a sudden is acting like she's a 10-year-old.
Yeah.
So maybe she got kicked in the head by a horse or something. But anyway, she looks is like, however old she is, because I never actually wrote it. She called him an elf, which they realized after a little bit of talking that it was very similar to the blue man that they saw in the hotel. And at pretty much as you guys are getting information, Ashley comes up to Jack and is like, Jack, the elves, they're here. And you guys look out of one of the windows in the classroom, and you see kind of like the silhouettes of them looking in the window before backing away. What would you like to do?
Well, Jack's first instinct is gun.
Alex will prepare a pot of hot chocolate for them.
I will say, let's see. Is human it in this game, or is that... No, that's Delta Green. I'm getting things mixed up. Yeah. So... Yeah, so actually, because I learned more things about this game, Cthulhu Mythos, if you know exactly what these creatures are, if you guys have a cult and want to try to roll that, you can see if you read something about these creatures.
Did someone say a cult?
Who could have said that? I don't know.
I could try a roll at a cult. I'm pretty good at a cult.
If you wish.
Yeah. Like, as I'm looking for my gun, I'll just think, like, what the heck are these things? Ooh. That is 44 under 55.
Alright. And don't forget, once again, to mark when you succeed.
Gotcha.
For when we do another rank up. Yep, so you remember reading maybe a book. This, I feel like, what if I'm remembering Jack's study into the strange. This, I don't think this, if feel free to correct me, but I believe this isn't like your normal study, so it might have been something adjacent to what you're reading. But it's like you remember reading a story of like a voyage going up to like the Arctic years ago, like trying to find a northwestern pass. One of the many different voyages that tried to do that. And this one, like almost all of them, was stuck in an ice pack and all that, and was stuck there. And they, while they were spending the winter there, they remember like one time, like when like the Aurora Borealis was happening. I don't know if that happens at the same time, but it might have not have been. It could have been something different. Whoa! But they saw the strange creatures that looked like men, but like were jumping, like they were able to move faster and everything. And described of like how they had sharp ears and everything, and didn't speak the same tongue as they did. But one of the things you remember that sticking out is that they are more curious than aggressive, but if they are threatened, they will defend themselves.
Okay.
As like it talks about like a story of like the master captain kind of going down and just firing a gun, and he didn't make it through the night.
Mm-hmm. I'm just imagining like you're describing this, and it's just Jack. He was searching for his gun, and then his notebook fell out, and he starts going like, "Oh yeah, my notes," and he's just like flipping through it, and he comes across this one chapter of like, blue sharp ears. Here we are, and it's just like he goes like, no shooty. That's what I wrote down there.
Does
So
it
it's just
look
like.
Does it look like they're trying to talk or make noise at all that we can see?
All you can tell right now is that they were just looking in there. They haven't forced or tried to break in any way. But you only have the one interaction. If yeah, you would have to go and see if there's anybody else that's interacted with them. But you haven't heard like anybody screaming or anything like that. So you don't hear any signs of attack.
Okay.
At the moment.
I think
yeah, go Alex.
I think Alex is going to sort of give motions towards where they would need to go to get towards a door where he can potentially interact with them, and just go basically walk towards that door and sort of see if he can communicate with them in some way. And
I'm holding
as
onto the
he-
child so that she doesn't talk to them.
as he goes, like, hey, Jack or Benny, can you come and just be ready to help if they turn out aggressive? I want to see if I can communicate with one of these guys.
I just look at the it's like, so Benny, you want to go with him? I would rather stick with the little girl and just double check the rooms to see that none of them have, climbed through an opening somewhere.
Well, I can't promise much, but I got your back, Alex.
Does it look like the ones that were close to the windows paid any attention to my gesturing and moving towards the door?
They kind of looked at you quizzically. Like, you can tell, like, they looked at your motions and, like, they kind of, like, cocked their head and was like, oh, what is, like, kind of strange. And then, like, it looks like something makes a noise, like, outside that you can't hear, like, off away. And they do move in that direction.
Well, I guess we'll see if they show up anywhere close to the door where I can talk to them, or try to talk to them.
Alright, so just Jack is staying, but Benny and Alex are going.
Yeah, Jack's more staying around like the other people, double checking that all the rooms are clear still inside, and mostly just making sure the little girl doesn't go try to say hi to the elves. He doesn't trust.
She's like, I'm gonna go say hi to the
No, you're not.
elves.
No, you're not.
I'm gonna give him a gun.
No. You're definitely not
Really?
doing
This
this.
hand
Alex, like, here's this. Really? Come on, kid, let's go.
As she walks off, we're just like, Jack gave me this hand grenade that I'm gonna give them.
Jack gave me the entire life supply of chocolate, the hot chocolate that we have, and just said, chuck it outside.
Yeah, so while you're searching doors and everything, we'll go with Benny and Alex as, like, you guys get to the main entrance and you just hear, like, two voices just, no, look, we can't let them in and you can't go out. And it's like, look, no, we have to find out what's going on. And as you kind of get closer and closer, you are recognizing that it is the voices of Miss Abby and Mr. Kyle, the two teachers, as, like, Miss Abby's trying to, like, kind of get past him, just like, look, no, I've heard stories about this. Like, we just need to communicate with them and it'll be fine. And Kyle's like, Mr. Kyle's just, no, we don't know what's going on. And there's, like, more kind of, like, adults that are kind of gathering around. And maybe at this point, I think, let's see. Juniper Gaines, like, kind of meets you, just like, oh man, can you hear what's going on down there?
There seems to be some weird blue creatures. Benny muttered something about blue sharp ears, and I don't know, he muttered something about no shooty, and then proceeded to go start searching to see if they had gotten in. I motioned to some that were looking through the window to see if I could get them to come towards the door so we could try talking to them.
Okay, well, as long as we're safe, let's go see what we can figure out here. And as she kind of moves up, and like, lost their names. As Miss Abby kind of looks up and just like, oh, Lieutenant Gaines, like, you gotta speak some sense into it. We gotta, like, figure out what's going on here. Like, these people, they're walking around and it's cold, and just like, yeah, it's okay. And Mr. Kyle's like, no, I've been in a situation like this before. We gotta huddle down, guard our exits, everything. and like he's kind of just holding up at the door, not letting anybody through.
Do you know anything about these things, Miss Abby?
No, but I just remember hearing, like, it just sounds like grandmother's stories. It's not like, I don't know, and she kind of like whispers under her breath, like, it's not like the giant bull, but
Oh, so you have kind of this momentary quizzical look, like, huh? So,
oh, I guess you didn't.
Because they just
hear that
heard
one.
something about it, just not in the last little bit. He'd heard something about it again. And so it's like, wait, that? It just kind of this thought, like, did that actually happen? That couldn't be real. And like, well,
You should talk to your mom.
Anyway,
We gotta go figure out.
why would my mom know anything about that later? How about you?
The keeper, doesn't know what side of the family is actually related to your previous season's family. So,
let's see. I mean, he's trying to remember exactly. He's got family in Mount Carmel. Alex's grandma was a cousin of Caleb's, so they're not direct family, but distant enough with. They were in the general area.
While Abby is actually direct line of that.
Can we get a slideshow of this family tree? I'm not really.
Yeah, it's called.
It's a mess.
It's called Watch Season 1.
I did, and I still am confused.
It's a mess.
So quick. I think the quick basic thing is that Knight's character Caleb was his first character in Centralia. He married Rose, and then they lived in Centralia for a little while before the event of Centralia. Centralia catching on fire. We had some creative liberties on how that actually happened. Because I think historically they have theories and things that point to what they believe happened, but it's still, they're like, we believe this is how Centralia caught on fire. For people who don't know, Centralia is the Pennsylvania town that was a coal town that caught on fire and is still burning to this day, and I think will still be burning for another 200 some years. And it's also the inspiration for Silent Hill. But anyway, so they had that. So he married Rose. He adopted Sarah, the child that showed up in chapter 2, and then I believe he has 2 or 3 kids.
I want to say 2, but I'd have to look at other character sheets that I don't have handy.
Yeah, and then from there, I think. I'm trying to remember. That's right. You play as one of the kids after Centralia, and then you play as the sister's son in the college arc. I believe that's what it is, because your one character didn't. Yeah, Lance was.
I didn't think Lance was quite that
Oh
close.
no, not sister. I thought he was.
There's a branch of the family, but I don't think he was that close. Again, I'd have to look at the character.
Was he Sarah's kid?
I'd have to look at the character.
It doesn't matter.
It's been a while. Anyway,
it gets a little messy after that.
The
but
complete diversion here. Anyway,
it's okay. Someone rolled history and got a success with a complication. Any poops.
Anyway, Alex is gonna be like, okay, well, I don't know. How about you come with us, and because I want to try communicating with these creatures or people or whatever they are, and maybe you might know something that might help us communicate with them. I don't know. I don't even know if I can figure out how to communicate with them, but we'll see. And Alex is going to start basically walking directly towards the door and let the guy that's kind of blocking them choose whether to let Alex just walk through him or get out of the way.
Alright, so as you step closer, he's like, hold up, Fireboy, and he pulls out a gun. And we're going to switch scenes. We're going to go to Jack. So Jack, you're just kind of locking, or just kind of doing a perimeter check from all the other exits?
Yeah, before I go up with Benny and them, yeah. I'm just double checking everything. Making sure there's no one in any place that they shouldn't be.
Benny, did you go with Alex, or you sticking with Jack, right?
I went with Alex, because I got to back him up. Got my fists up, the dukes up.
I'm going to throw...
Will they do much? We'll find out.
I would love to see that.
You're going to throw Carnbuckle's computer at his head.
Hey. Computer use, I can do that. It's high.
That's a very liberal use of computer use.
Roll electronics, yes.
Electronic repair your head. We're all in a mood tonight. So, yeah, you're going through there, and you know, without even have to doing a roll, that you really don't have to check the doors too much, because you know that the snow has gotten high enough where it hasn't like it's higher than some of the doors.
Yeah, it's just a quick look, go fast. Yeah. As I'm going through.
And you can see like there's movement outside, but it's not like trying to test window. Like you can tell like by body language, it's not so much breaking in or anything like that. It's like they are all kind of just like they're running, but it's not. It's more like looking around. Okay. And give me a listen check.
Oh gosh, where's listen? That's not bad. That is 60 under 67.
Alright, so yeah, you're watching this, and then like out of a door that you know you looked, and you're like, okay, that's on like the back side of the school. It's covered. You hear a soft knock on the door.
Okay. Can I? If I'm looking at this door, can I see anything, or just hear a knock?
You hear the knock. There's no family staying here. This is kind of like a little bit farther away. It's also like, yeah, since it's a little bit farther away compared to how many other people in there. There's not. You guys really aren't storing anything in here. It's kind of like one of the wings of the school, and you just kind of softly hear this knock coming from the outside. Like coming from the outside. So it's not like someone's knocking on the inside of the door.
Yeah. I'm just gonna take note of it, but I'm not gonna do anything with it, only because I'm just like, okay, well, as much as I would love to investigate that, we need to get you back to your dad. I look down to the little girl I still have with me. Let's go meet up with her.
She has an RPG.
Which game? Final Fantasy?
Okay, let me rephrase that. She has the rocket launcher from Commando.
Oh. Dang. No, but yeah, I'm gonna look at it and go. I'm gonna take note of it. I'm gonna make a note of that. I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go to where I know where Alex and Benny are, and I'm just. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it there. So.
All right. So, we'll come back to you, and it's like you're not like you're still, I'm gonna say like maybe 5 to 10 feet away from whatever his face was, Mr. Kyle, as he kind of pulls out a handgun and points. He's like, "No one's going out there."
So, Alex is going to slow down. He's going to slow down, but he's still going to keep walking towards him. And you really don't want to do that. The sheriff is right here. And I'm not letting...
That's not the sheriff, that's the lieutenant.
Lieutenant, whatever. It's still not going to turn out for him very well if he goes and shoots me. In any way. I mean, it's not great for me either, but still. I'm not letting...
I don't like your character. Too much hot chocolate.
I'm not going to let them in. We want to try to communicate with them and see what's going on. This storm doesn't seem natural. I want to find out if these creatures might be able to give us a clue as to what's going on.
Hey, listen, if he shoots, you might get a reggae song named after you.
What reggae song is that?
I shot the sheriff by...
Oh, shot the sheriff. It took me a second. I'm like, which one? Oh, man. If you guys want to hear a good cover of that song, you should look up Ren. I think his band's like The Big Time or something like that. But yeah, there's a UK artist that does a really good cover of that song.
I'll have to listen.
I'll see if I can find it during the break. So I need to check. So it sounds like you're trying to charm him a little bit, like get him on your side. Let's see. There's also, is there persuade?
Yeah,
I don't think you're doing fast talk.
Oh,
I think you're
there's a
kind of doing either
whole bunch of-
persuade or charm.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of different
psychology,
options,
there's
all of which I'm
psychoanalysis.
really bad at. But,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
I think psychology, if you guys want to roll psychology, it's going to tell you his like mental state, like what, like might give you a little bit of insight, but yeah, it's not gonna, it's not like, or maybe psychoanal. I always forget those stupid things mixed up, but yeah, it's psychology. It's gonna like kind of, you're gonna read him.
Let's see if I can miracle out something charming here. Oh, definitely not. That is
How about throw? You can try throw him.
that is a 61 over 15.
You gonna try to push the roll?
Oh no, hell no. What I think
Why not?
What I think I might do though is as I'm continuing to close, Alex is gonna like reach into his back pocket and just pull out something, just like something light to throw at him as a distraction. If he doesn't seem to be interested in backing down at all.
I think with the fail of your charm, he's gonna tell you to stop moving. He's like, stop, don't come any closer.
All right, so Alex will stop, but still have reach behind him into like a back pocket to pull out something.
How about you, Benny? I didn't have to figure out who was who. What are you planning on? Are you planning on getting involved or anything?
I listen. I said I would have Alex's back. I've got his back. So
Right.
you know,
Well,
your side of the fence is Alex.
So I think while this is all going on, like Abby, like she's definitely close. She's like, Kyle, what are you doing? It's ridiculous. And he's like, you guys are forcing my hand. We can't do. And he turns away from you guys and like looks at her and is just like, I'm just trying to do what's best.
Wow.
He's not, yeah, and he's not looking at you guys at the moment.
Are we gonna do anything else?
Well, what's best is not always. It's definitely not just holding a gun to people that are not trying to compromise what's best for everybody. And I imagine that Alex didn't really have anything of substance, but was able to pull out like a handful of, ended up with dust in his pocket from running around
Pocket sand.
basically pocket sand.
Pocket sand.
He's got this handful of sand at the moment, and he's just gonna throw it at the guy's face
Man wielding a gun,
to
yes.
distract him.
This is...
Oh, so you're gonna throw?
Yes, I am going to throw a.
Are we legitimately getting a throw roll?
I am going
throw.
to. Yes, I am going to throw a handful of sand in this guy's face, and that's a.
Are you sure you don't want to swim?
I mean that this actually still would have succeeded for it. That is a 12 under
Curses.
50.
Oh, wow.
12 under 50?
You have a
Yes.
50 throw?
I'm a firefighter.
Oh, I guess. Yeah,
Alex,
that makes
Alex
sense.
is a
Throwing-
firefighter. He's got like.
Do you know
a
how
lot
many
of
babies he
physical
throws out of a
survival
window?
Yeah.
skills.
Yeah.
You know how much fire he throws? So
Exactly. How much sand he throws on fire.
that's
You gotta throw that hose over your shoulder.
that's a hard success,
yes,
right?
It's a. It should be a hard. I don't think it's an extreme.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just like I imagine
Almost an
like,
extreme.
at this. Do you want to spend points to make it?
Nope.
Luck points to make it an
I
extreme.
don't think
Drop-
that's going to be necessary here. 'Cause
The-
whatever's
the
going
gun will
to
be gone.
happen, it's not going to get that much better.
I think to paint the scene a little bit, I like to imagine that maybe Jack, you are joining the group. You're maybe coming from like, well, no, I think the way this has always been painted is that you guys have, this is like an end of like another wing. I actually don't know how this school is shaped, and I don't really care. But it's you're coming from there, and you like spot the gun like holding out. You can see the everything going on, and you see that like Juniper has her hand like on her gun.
Yeah, I have my
Like
rifle
getting-
ready. I'm like...
Yeah. As you kind of like look up and like as you're looking down, you just hear, Mr. Jack, what's going on? And in an instant, we see Jack like just be like, I seen this on TV. Pocket sand. As like as Kyle's like, what? And like sand gets in his eyes like, ah, oh my gosh, and like he drops his gun, and like at that point like Juniper runs in, is just like kind of picks it up and like moves him out of the way, as like kind of like so sweeps up the gun as whatever her face is, the other girl that was there, Miss Savvy, is just like kind of just like, oh my goodness, like just kind of helping him out, just like, oh my gosh, and he's like, it's like, oh my goodness, like, and he's like screaming and rubbing his face like, no, that's only gonna make it worse, and like she's like, quick, come with me, and like she kind of brings him to like, and her and Juniper kind of guide him back to the cafeteria, as she's like, hey, this is gonna be the only time you're gonna be able to do this, so.
I just imagine Alex seeing this arc of sand going in his face. It's just like, that actually worked? That was amazing. And starts walking towards the door to try and see if he can communicate with these creatures.
I'm just gonna look down at the young kid, and it's like, what was happening? Some childish bullshit. That's what was happening.
That's what my dad says I do a lot.
Yeah, you sure do. And then he as Alex is going towards the door, he goes to... Is there anyone else with a gun that is currently present?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
Not... Yeah, I think at this point, like, all the adults that were kind of gathering, like, are kind of, like... Once the gun came out, they were all like,
Okay. Okay.
But, yeah, there's... At least you don't see any guns present. We'll also say that you can spot Dan, Ashley's dad,
Yeah.
kind of nearby there, and he's like, "Get over here, kid!" And he's like,
Send her over. I'm going to sheath my gun, and I'm going to go over to... I'm going to stand beside Dan, but behind Alex, if that's possible. Not too far from where Alex is, I hope.
"Yeah, no, you guys can all be within close proximity of each other."
It's like, well, keep your daughter away from the elves. And then I go like, yeah. And then he looks up. You got this, Alex?
Well, we're gonna find out. And as Alex gets up to the door, I want to try to listen and see if I can hear anything, any signs of the creatures coming in or close to it.
with just without doing a check or anything, it's the door's heavy and like you kind of hear the wind, but like you don't hear anybody like on the direct other side of the door.
Let's see. With a 58 under 60, do I hear anything?
You hear like maybe like kind of the sounds that maybe like barks and stuff, like, but you can tell it's like kind of them. To you it sounds like barks, but it like they're kind of talking, but it's not like they're close to the door.
So I guess,
But it sounds like they're in proximity, but they're not like right on top of the door.
so is there? I know the snow is like built up around the door in the area. Is there a room where I can open the door and have a little bit of space?
This door has purposely been cleaned out, like throughout the snowstorm to make sure people could get in.
Okay, so Alex is gonna just like open the door a little bit and like step out into the I guess, for lack of a better word, a courtyard-ish sort of area in front of the door and see if he can spot any of them approaching the area.
Yeah, when you open up the door, you can kind of see like a few of them like kind of looking over, and they're just like they kind of like hop about a little bit and like kind of move back as one like as there's one that's gonna he has like one like ponytail, like he's bald and just has like one ponytail coming out of the back of his head, like with white silvery hair, and like he definitely looks older than the rest of them, the other one that you've seen, but as he looks stern as he kind of looks down at you guys.
So Alex is gonna hold his hands just kind of away from himself to show he doesn't have any weapons or anything. Hello? Are you able to talk at all?
And when he sees like you are holding up your hands, like he had a spear in his hand, like that you see like once you kind of come out a little bit, and like he puts it, like shoves it into the snow and like walks up and is just like like it's more like just looking at you. He's just not really making any noises.
How can we try to communicate with these creatures to figure out what they want?
By the way, like there's something else that I realize I keep forgetting to do, and there's bonus die. So if you think of something that like you can do to help, that we give a bonus die, which would mean you would roll the 10s again, like whether it's like some sort of action to show them that to convince me of that, or if one of you guys want to aid, I think that would also be grounds for a bonus die.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing Jack could think of is giving what little information he has, of course, heard from the story to Al, like anything from that story, like even minor notes. Mm-hmm. But that's all I could think of.
So Alex is gonna just continue to say, we don't mean you any harm. Can you tell us can you show us anything about what you know to be going on here? Can you understand me?
I have an idea. Well, my fists are up, so why don't how about if Benny attempts to try to communicate using some form of sign language to see if they can be cooperative.
All right.
But Benny doesn't know sign language, So can Benny do a persuade check?
Sure.
Here we go.
Ooh.
Well, that's a 56 over 40. Well,
You want to spend luck? Do you want to push it? And like, I don't think that you would be using ASL to talk with these people. So I think it may be more like charades.
when you say spend luck, does that mean I just roll luck or?
You'd basically
No,
use 1
you
point
would
of luck
spend-
per point that you want to adjust the roll.
Yeah, so you would need to spend
16.
16 points. Yeah.
I do have 90
You
luck.
do have the most.
I do like having 90 luck.
Hey, Jack. Hey, Jack. Do you have a cup of the hot chocolate I've been handing around right now?
No, I do not have a cup of hot chocolate. Why?
I kind of want to offer these guys something to see if I can get on their good side.
Well, I mean, I can go grab some if that's what you're asking.
Please?
Fine. I'll be right back. We'll go grab some hot chocolate if I can.
All right. Yeah, like he's been handing it out like like it's a religious track.
He just doesn't have
So,
any
like,
in
they're-
his hands right now because his hands are.
I assume like
His hands are filled with
I
sand.
assume every water cooler's been modified by Alex to just have hot chocolate in it. There's like 9 water coolers in the entire school, every single one hot chocolate.
For some reason, the water fountain also is shooting out hot chocolate, like it's some Willy Wonka freak show.
Brain goes to get hot chocolate. Jack in his old senile mind goes, so it's like, and then he just walks forward. Also, I heard a bump in another wing. If you want to check that out later, but here's your goddamn hot chocolate.
So while Benny is trying to do charades with these guys, Jack is going to, Alex is going to take the cup from Jack and very slowly take a couple of steps forward towards the person, and set it on the ground, and then back away from it, and say something like, "This is some hot chocolate if you would like something to drink."
And like give me a luck roll.
Oh, that's all I needed to do? Dang it.
Not you. You're not the one that offered the hot chocolate.
I know. I shouldn't have said try to persuade. Should have just said I just gonna try this sign language thing.
000 is 0 or 100.
100.
That's not
That's
good.
100.
Oh.
And so the older man kind of like slowly goes up and looks at it and like sniffs it and just like and like kind of looks at you and looks at and like he picks it up and is like looking at it even more and then he just like gives it this whistle as one of the elves run up. Like this one is a shorter kind of man that is like he's got like the shoot, I'm forgetting what the hairstyle is, but it's just like he's kind of got like the shaved head and just like the long hair kind of like pulled over, and you kind of see like there's communication between the two of them, and he gives it to hands the cup to the younger elf as the elf kind of steps forward and drinks from it. And like they kind of sit there and they're looking at it and they're just like and like it's like oddly quiet. And then all of a sudden, like, he starts screaming and starts rolling on the ground and everything. And he, like, lurches up as you see, like, his jaw and his chest are dissolving.
Oh, God. This was a
That's
terrible
about what
plan.
I expected. This
And, like, is, like, thrashing around on the ground as, like, all of them look up and pick up their weapons and start baring their teeth at you, and we'll see you guys next time.
You're just gonna hear Jack go, Dan, run. And then you're just gonna hear a rifle go, ready to go.
Whoops.
I know my first line of the next episode. I already know my goddamn first line of the next episode.
Okay, we're gonna see how long we can keep it before Jack says anything.
Oh, man.
All right.
Well,
He obviously just didn't blow on it just to be like,
I assumed as soon as he said 100, I go like, he's gonna melt. He's gonna melt.
I knew this was not going to turn out well. Well, we'll find out next time.
alrighty.
God.
Bye.
Yeah.
Oops. Oopsie poopsie.